What's up, guys? AW Air Order, man. What's up? I hope you're all having a good Tuesday. Where we are in this world. Maybe it's Wednesday. I know it's for Vortex is Wednesday right now. Yeah, Vortex, if you're listening to me. Hi, Arkham. So, guys, I'm not gonna go long on this stream. That's why I'm not gonna have any guests on because I have something planned to watch after the stream, and it actually starts in half an hour. So, may not be a long stream. Okay. I mean, it's gonna be longer than my other stream, but yeah. But Saturday it'll definitely be a stream. And, always be on the lookout for random pop-up streams. Like, we're always be on the lookout for that stuff. Okay, okay. So yeah, if you're new here, subscribe. Also share this out, and also smash the like button down below. And I know you're here, Vortex. I know you're here. Don't hide from me. Okay. So what is this topic about? What is this topic about? Well, this is not the most movies I'm looking forward to in 2023. This is just a comic book slate of movies that I'm looking forward to. If a lot of comic book movies come out this year, so Indiana Jones, Transformers, whatever, non-comic book movies are not in this list. Okay, and also non-comic book shows, TV shows are not in this list. So the Marvel shows not in this list. If DC shows not in this list. Netflix, HBO, whatever shows are not on this list. Strictly movies, and I know you're here, but I know you're around Vortex. I know you're around. I can smell you. Okay, so there's actually technically 10 movies coming out, but one of them is Ninja Turtles. I'm gonna put that to the side, okay? So there's 9 comic book movies, okay? And how am I gonna do this is, well, we're gonna go down by least looking forward to most looking forward to. So from 9 to 1. So 9 would be the least looking forward to, and 1 being the most looking forward to. Okay? Okay. Okay. Okay, I sent him a link. Okay. Okay. Let's go down this list. Arkham, patient, my friend. Patience. You gotta be patient. Okay? Patience. I'm urging patience here. Okay. Number 9. Craven the Hunter. Starring Aaron Taylor Johnson as Craven. Why is this number 9? Well, it's Sonny. Which is the reason why. Sonny. Hey, Isaac. Unfortunately, Morbius does not make the list, right? But Craven is number 9 because, well, it's Sonny, and the Sonny stuff does not make sense with the Spider-Man universe. in my opinion, Morbius sucks, but Isaac loves Morbius. You know, a lot of people do not like Venom 2 or Venom, and we don't know what they're doing. Like, people are like, "We don't what the hell is they doing? We don't even know who the Spider-Man in that universe is," right? Like, who the hell is Spider-Man? Now they're making Craven and totally change his character. They're gonna make him a hero. They're gonna make him like a PETA, like a who goes after poached criminals or whatever. It's poaching animals, you know, instead of him being hunting animals like he is known in the comics and stuff. And you know, like I like Aaron Turner Johnson as an actor; he's really, really good. It's just that it's not him. It's just it's Sony, man. It's it's they don't have a good track record with the Spider-Man stuff, right? Like they get they get joked on a lot, right, by comic book fans and Spider-Man fans because of how bad their universe is. I mean, like the only thing that works for them is Spider-Man, right? But that works for the MCU, Tom Holland Spider-Man, because they have the Kevin Feige involved in that. Hey, Dark Star. So yeah, Craven is pretty much number 9. I know who the cast is. They have Russell Crowe as the father. They have yeah, like I said, Aaron Taylor Johnson as Craven. This comes out in October this year, 2023. Look, it doesn't mean I'm so like I said in my video, The Flash. You could check it out. I go to a movie, every single movie with an open mind, if it's good or if it's bad. Despite this being number 9, it's because of its release of before movie for me. Doesn't mean I'm gonna hate it right away and go in the mindset it's gonna be bad. I just don't have confidence. Yes, I am Dark Star for sure. I just don't have confidence based on the other Spider-Man Sony movies, right? It doesn't mean I'm gonna hate it right away and not see it. You know, I'm gonna see it. You know, it's a possible chance it could be good, right? You don't know. So yeah, Craven is number 9 on my movie that I look least forward the most in 2023 among comic book. And yes, it does lead to Madam Reb movie that comes out 2024. Okay. Number 8. Yeah, I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with me on this, but it's Blue Beetle. Okay? Okay. Here's the reason why these moments for the Blue Beetle the most. I know the Blue Beetle has a humongous fan base, okay? Especially among the Latino community, which is understandable. It should. But to me, Blue Beetle is nothing more of a C-list hero at best. He's not among if see with DC they have Shazam, Aquaman, The Flash, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, even Cyborg. So after those characters, Blue Beetle would definitely not be in my list of characters after that. He'd be more way down my list. I would pick Green Arrow over Martian Manhunter, Black Canary, Atom, Huntress, Crescent, even Booster Gold over Blue Beetle, okay? It's just that it's the least DC show I'm looking forward to in 2023 because I really don't have a connection to Blue Beetle. I haven't really read his comics. I know about Robbie Reyes, I know about Ted Kord. To me, Ted Kord is kind of more of important Blue Beetle in a way that he played his death in the comics was highly impacted by Maxwell Lord and what Maxwell Lord that what he did. Hey, Blind Brill. So I understand there's a huge. How you feeling, by the way, Blind Brill? How you feeling? There's a fan base for Blue Beetle. It's just not. I'm just not among the Blue. Never really cared for Blue Beetle, and that's just Ted Kord because Ted Kord played a major role. His death was made a huge impact in the DC universe before the New 52 and all of that. It led to, Master Lord. It led to the, Wonder Woman. You know what Wonder Woman did? Maxwell Lord, because Ted Kord is the one who found out Maxwell Lord, and Maxwell Lord tried to, convince him to join him in his plan, but he refused, and shot him, almost started blood and bone. So, to me, Ted Kord played a more of an important role, okay? I know Blue Beetle has a connection to Peacemaker, so there may be something with that. I do love Peacemaker, but I'll give the movie a chance. To me, it's surprising how Blue Beetle got a theatrical release and Batgirl didn't. I personally think Batgirl is a more popular character than Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle to me would have been more of a to me should have been more of an HBO Max kind of thing, but that probably got a write-off too, a tax write-off. That's a good list. Hopefully you could come on soon with the cough without the cough, man. But yeah, I'm sorry. Blue Beetle hardcore fans. I'll see it in theaters, but it's not for me. I just never been a fan of Blue Beetle. Unless it's Ted Kord. I kinda like Max Lord as a villain. And Ted Kord was to me, was more important Blue Beetle in that sense. But he number 7. Look, this is the reason this is number 7 has nothing to do how good this movie could possibly be. It's possibly really good. The first movie might be the best Spider-Man movie, and maybe this will be the best Spider-Man movie too, right? Right? It's gonna be fun. Obviously, it comes at the same time as The Flash. It's gonna be fun. The reason it's number 7 is it's not live action, I guess, even though I know it's that Blue Beetle and Craving are live action, I'm just not as interested in either. I like the first movie. I'm definitely gonna see this. It's just not my it's just there's other movies in this list that I look forward to the most, okay? It's it's gonna be fun seeing all those Spider-Mans from all these different universes, not just, everywhere. It's gonna be good. That's my point. Yeah. Yes, that's my point. And you cannot do a Booster Gold kind of project without Ted Cord, you know? I mean, you could do one without Ted Cord, but if you want Booster Gold to communicate with Blue Beetle, it has to be Ted Cord because 'cause they're like best friends in the comics. But that Spider-Man movie's gonna be great. We have all these Spider-Mans from all these different universes. Every universe, video game stuff, animation, everything, everywhere. It's gonna be exciting, right? It's Miles Morales obviously is the star of the show, the movie, Spider-Gwen. The villain's a Spot? You wouldn't think a Spot would be a main villain of a movie, would you? But in this film, he's the villain, and I think there's a good chance that it's a two-parter, apparently. This is a two-parter, right? They said this is gonna be a two-parter? So, I'll be awesome if it is a two-parter. But yeah, but that's my number 7, Into the Spider-Verse. And once again, if you're new here, this is all comic book movies, okay? Nothing else comic book related, just comic book movies. Number 6 is Shazam, which comes out very close, very soon in March of this year. I like the first Shazam movie, it's actually a live eye, and Mark Strong as the villain. Obviously, we're not gonna see Black Adam because, a certain wrestler who thinks he's an actor, you know, made a decided to use his power to not have his Black Adam and Shazam interact with each other in any way, confront each other. And this movie, I'm looking forward to this movie too, like, as my 6th movie. It looks fun. The trailer looks fun. You got, new villains that's not in the comic books or never in the comic books. Apparently, Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu's villains were never in the comics. They're brand new villains just from the movies because of, I guess, you wanna do something with the gods, I don't know. And the thing is, I mean, it's because you know what? It's because Shazam doesn't have really a good it has a limited, I guess, rogues gallery. You got Black Adam, who's, like, the main villain of Shazam. I got Doctor Savannah, right? Who was the first villain. And you got a little bit others, I guess, like, Mr. Was it Mime? Not for Pokemon. And that caterpillar yeah, like, it's very limited, Shazam, so you have to be, like, careful. So they had to they decided to create up some they had to create up some rogues, some villains for him to fight, and this would be the perfect movie to have Black Adam as a cameo, but obviously The Rock used his influence not to make that happen, right? But, as a good cast, Helen Mirren's good. I do like the line in the trailer, like, when he mocks Fast and the Furious, when he says, "Family." And you know what's funny about it? Helen Mirren is a star in the Fast and Furious franchise. She is the mother of the Shaws, right? Deckard, Owen, and Heidi. You know, Luke Evans' character, he was an idiot. You're right. Luke Evans' character, who was Owen Shaw, Jason Statham's character is Deckard, and, what's her name? I forgot her name. Was Heidi Shaw. Shit. Oh my god, I had it in my head just a minute ago. Who the Vanessa Kirby. Vanessa Kirby, yes. And, Helen Mirren plays the mother of the chil of that family, the children, and they just kind of use that in the trailer, I like that. That was on purpose, right? That just wasn't like I bet you if somebody goes up to the director or the whatever and says, "That line about Shazam being about family, was that not planned or planned?" You say and the director said, "No, we just thought it would be good for the movie. It had nothing to do with Fast and Furious." Bullshit. The commentary, bullshit. I bet you that'll be if someone some for some trade or somebody on YouTube or whatever, one of those, trade sites on YouTube, because there are trades on YouTube, ask the directors, like, "Was that line just randomly placed in there, or was that just to make a joke about Fast and Furious?" And the director says off, "No, it's not nothing to do with Fast and Furious." That's a lie, okay? That's a big fucking lie. But that comes out 2 months. I think it's the second. Yes, the second comic book movie of the year. SpiderVerse will kill the Flash. But I'm telling you one thing, the Flash is gonna make more money than Black Adam, okay? It's gonna make more money than Black Adam. And I think it'll make more money than Shazam. Of course Spider-Verse will kill the Flash, it's Spider-Man. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's where I'm getting it from. Yes. Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, he does. Okay. Number 5 is Brian Bales' least favorite comic book movie is The Marvels. Look, I'm a Captain Marvel fan. I I like Captain Marvel for what it is a little bit, but I know a lot of people had issues with it, a lot of people hated it, a lot of people didn't like how they portrayed Carol Danvers. It was not one of the best MCU movies. They make $1 billion, but money doesn't equal quality, really, if you ask me. The thing is, if you notice in some of the Avenger movies, like Endgame, like Endgame, she started to develop that personality where we used to from the comics. You know what movies can make $1 billion? It's not comic book related, okay? I a Max's stream is a tangent. You know what movies can make $1 billion? I think Mario, if it's good. But I like Taysean Paris, I forget, I can't in Miss Marvel. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, you got Monica Rambeau, right? You know, she becomes a blue not Blue Marvel, what's her character again? She gets up for WandaVision that some people say she might be the best Marvel Disney Plus show, maybe, you know, if that I don't know who the villain is. I mean, I knew who's playing the villain, but I don't really know much about the villain. I would have preferred Moonstone, you know, Kara Fan is a villain. To me, Kara Fan is really one of Captain Marvel's real arch nemesis, right? One of her arch nemesis, one of her best role galleries. Like, the thing is, with Shazam, he has a very weak role gallery. So does Captain Marvel, right? Captain Marvel does too. That's the thing about Marvel. They kind of have a weak role gallery for some of the characters. If Spider-Man, X-Men have a great role gallery. Captain America, I felt, has a decent role gallery too, with Crossbones, Baron Zemo, Red Skull, Viper. But some, but yeah, there's some a lot of characters in DC and Marvel have very weak role gallery, and I find that with I know it's a musical, whatever. And yeah, there's apparently she gets married or has a husband in the movie. Here's a news flash. Here's a news flash. You know she gets pregnant in the comics, right? Captain Marvel got pregnant in the comics. Or but this is she got pregnant in comics as Miss Marvel before, you know, all that legal stuff happened with them changing Marvel changing her to Captain Marvel. They get pregnant in the comics. Maybe. Because I hope it's better than the fourth one. But yeah, it's just that I just must. Here's the thing. You want to know something deeply? I hope it makes. I hope it makes a lot of money just to piss off a certain fandom because of Brie Larson. Yeah, Batmite. Yes. I hope. I just hope subs. It makes $1 billion just to piss off. I know they're not blind, bro. I know. To piss off a certain fandom with Brie Larson. Okay. With Brie Larson. That's it. Just piss them off with Brie Larson making $1 billion movie again. Okay. Okay. How about that? And we can see Mecha Random go off crying in her videos. Oh, Captain Marvel, the Marvels made $1 billion. Ah. And you remember how when they changed the sequel to the Marvels, the Phantom Menace, oh see, Captain Marvel doesn't draw. That's why they have to change it to the Marvel. The sequel to the Marvels, the title to the Marvels. And I'm like, you know Brie Larson's still in it, right? Yeah. So can we all agree, even though some of you are not looking forward to it, you just hope it makes $1 billion just to piss off a certain fandom? It's I don't know who the villain is. I know who the actress is playing the villain, but it doesn't say specifically who the character. I think it might. Check. Let's see who the Okay, Zoe Ashton, who's who's with Tom Hiddleston, is playing the villain, but we don't know who the villain is. Yeah, I know, but we just did just name the villain. Yeah, One Wings for Galactus. Funny. Okay, well, thank you. That's funny. I admit that's kind of funny. Okay, number 4, Aquaman. It's on. I forgot what it's called. I forgot what the title is really called. But Aquaman 2. Okay, yes, there's a lot of movie. there's a lot of controversy surrounding this movie because one particular actress, right? And then Amber Heard, right? And apparently she's not gonna be much in this film, which is good. Which is good. Lost Kingdom, yeah, it's the one that Lost Kingdom. I'm looking forward to this movie. I know it may not have anything to do with the new soft or hard reboot that James Gunn has planned, but I think this movie there's some people have this crazy idea that these DC movies are not gonna make a lot of money because of the whole new regime in place. I think Aquaman has a chance to make $1 billion. Aquaman 2 has a chance to make $1 billion. The first movie made $1 billion. I think this has a chance to make $1 billion. I think if it's the last movie of the previous regime, people are gonna go see it and out of respect and see Jason Momoa's last role as possibly Aquaman. I still think it'll make enough money. If people like it, people will go see somebody's movie if it's the last song, if it's a strong song, okay? I don't know if James Gunn has future plans for him in the future, but if it's his last role as Aquaman, I think people will be willing to see it. Aquaman 2, The Lost Kingdom. And I don't know much about the plot. I saw people do The Lost Kingdom. I you know Black Manta is a villain, he has a major role, right? So wants revenge for Aquaman for killing her father. I think I'm telling you now, hot take. We'll see in a year. Hot take. I could take an L on this if I'm wrong. Yeah, because look, they have no Avatar. They're not going to compete with Avatar next year. Yes. So I have a hot take right now, and I'm sure you some people have heard it before. I think Black Manta kills the mother of Orin and Arthur, Nicole Kidman's character, in terms of eye for an eye, revenge for because Aquaman basically was the reason for his father was killed, and so he does what he does to Aquaman, Aquaman did to his father, kills the mother, Nicole Kidman's character. Eye for an eye. And I think this movie would do well. And I disagree with some people just because possible new regime that these movies may not do well in the box office. I kind of disagree on that. Okay. And yes, there's no. And here's the thing: all blockbuster movies so far, 2023, are coming out early 2023. Really, all of them. All the Marvel movies are coming out from now to like July, and then there's no Marvel movies after that. The DC are all spread out. Shazam, then Flash, Blue Beetle, and then Aquaman. Okay, I do too. I do too. I do too. You got Craven, but does really people have any hype about Craven? Right? Just because the stigma of Sony's Spider-Man movies, right? The universe, unless it's not Kevin Feige and MCU not involved. One of them, that's a good point. One of them. But Black Manta is not the only villain in that film. Okay, there's another villain in that film. Okay, I don't know I know the actor is. I can't pronounce the name, but I know the actor is. The actor is from Game of Thrones. He plays the Uncle Greyjoy. You know the one, the Theon Greyjoy and his sister's uncle, the villain that kind of is involved with Cersei in the last few seasons. He plays another villain. I don't know who the villain is. It's definitely not. It could be Merc. It could be other Aquaman villains out there. Merc. Somebody said Shark something. Aqualad, really? Oh, if you're new here, subscribe, guys, and like this, please. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I think I agree with all you. I think this movie's gonna make a lot of money. A lot of people love Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa is just a very likable guy, and I can't believe it took so long for people to recognize that because before he got the role of Aquaman, he was not very. I mean, you've seen him in some stuff, but he wasn't very big, right? Very big, right? I've seen some movies he's been in, like, have been bombed, real critically, I mean, Conan, and he did this movie with Lucas Till. Is it Lucas Till? You know who Lucas Till is, right? He's the actor who plays Havoc in the X-Men movies, you know, the brother of Cyclops? Here's this movie with, Jason Momoa where they played wolves or werewolves or something like that, right? Like, he hasn't been in really any successful movies, you know, things like that, and I'm glad and Aquaman obviously has breakout role. I'm glad because now we're seeing a lot of his personality come out in interviews and press and, on night shows and stuff, late night talk shows, and he's just a very likable guy. It's like, there's nothing you can dislike about this guy. And a lot of people remind him from got word from Game of Thrones. On Game of Thrones, he hardly did anything. He was only in there for 1 season. Most of the time, he laid there because his character was dying. He really didn't do that much in Game of Thrones. I mean, yeah, he had a poured he poured the gold whatever, you know, on Daenerys' brother, but he really didn't do that much. But but I'm glad you know what? He's good. He's starting to you know, he's been and he does a lot of stuff now, man, a lot of stuff. He's not just Aquaman, man. He does a lot of TV shows. He does a lot of fun stuff. This guy, I think of all the DC characters from the movies, DCU. I think he's the best of all of them. Okay? Most likable one, most enjoyable one out of all of them. It's like you could why? Why they wishing death on Jeremy Renner? I hope he does like, I hope he gets be I hope gets better, you know, heals up, you know. Why they wishing death on him? Because of some because apparently what he did because of his past? Oh, you know, if that stuff was true about his past, Disney would not have him be Hawkeye anymore. He would be canceled, okay? It's because of that stuff, right? Is that so? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Supposedly. Was there proof? I remember that. Proof? Typical cancel culture. They were canceling Skip Bayless yesterday because of his tweet about the player, the Buffalo Bills player, you know, if you're not a sports fan, you knew what happened yesterday, right? With football, with the player, you know, cardiac arrest during the game. And people were casting Skip Bayless with some tweet because it's but that was scary, man. That was scary in the football game. I wasn't watching the game. I wasn't watching the game, but I saw Twitter all over it. I'm like, "Oh my god," and I saw the clip. I'm like, "Well, that's scary." I mean, football's a scary sport, but I've seen stuff like that happen in hockey, before. That stuff does happen. And best wishes to Jeremy Benner, obviously, and best wishes to is it Damar? Damar Hamlin, right? Hope he makes it through. Apparently, he got his oxygen back. He's in stable condition, but we'll see. No, but that's horrible. I tell you one thing, 2023 is not off to a great start, if you ask me. Yeah, Damar Hamlin. I shouldn't be laughing like that, but you know, but it really hasn't been gone to a good start. So that's the my number four. Nate, are you a Bills fan? I think AntMan 3 is my number 3. Oh, ironically, it's 3 versus 3 is 3. Now this movie comes out in a month, right? I'm pretty sure after the trailer comes out next week, tickets will probably go on sale because, you know, They go, like, a sale a month earlier, and I just so, yeah, the second trailer comes out next month for there's during a what a fan of? Are you a Bucks fan? It's okay. You know, it comes out during the NCAA championship game, college. In this movie look, I like the first trailer, but some people didn't. You know, it's obviously very CGI green screen, but they had to, right? A lot of the Marvel movies the past few years were shot in studios because of the pandemic. So a lot of the background shots is all green screen CGI most of the time because of the pandemic. They haven't used, like, real settings at times because of that. And let's be honest, even before that, most of the Marvel stuff was shot in green screen anyway, okay? And see and you know a funny fact about that you know the funny thing about Ant-Man 3? Oh, you use the volume? Okay. You know, funny thing about Ant-Man 3, so I read on Wikipedia, apparently the production of that film, they had a virus going around, it was not COVID, it was a stomach virus. You know Nova virus? That virus is going around during that filming that movie, and a lot of people on production of that movie on the set got sick because of it. Apparently the cast didn't though, but there was a lot of, people that got sick. It's one of those viruses that make you go to the bathroom a lot. It doesn't last that long, it lasts, like, maybe 1 or 2 days, but it's annoying. It's annoying virus. Like, it's you usually get something from eating something, usually get it from bad food, you know? And let me tell you something, this past April, last year's April, my family got it. My mother got it, my uncle and aunt got it, my cousins got it, because they ate something that was not edible, I guess, you know, wasn't clean or whatever. I didn't eat whatever they ate, 'cause we don't know what it was. We don't know what specific food it was. I didn't eat it, so I must have not eaten it, so I must have not gotten sick. I think I might have been the only one who did not get sick from it. But yeah, this movie is big. It's gonna kick off the next Avengers kind of stuff, 'cause with Kang, 'cause we all know Kang is the future of the multiverse saga, is the villain of the big villain of the multiverse saga, and we're gonna get Ant-Man, Scott Paul Rudd's character, his family, Hope, his daughter, we go into the quantum realm, see this universe in this quantum realm, this world in the quantum realm. You know, we see character Bill Murray's character, you know, Arkham no, not Arkham, Blind Bale thinks he might be the villain. Maybe he's but, you know, Kang they're showing Kang here. Kang is the bigger villain, right? Obviously, the whole multiverse saga. But I don't know if he's really the main villain here, like Blind Bale suggests. He's obviously it could be a variant of it is a variant. It's not the Kang, the actual Kang, the actual Franklin Richards, 'cause there could be multiple of them throughout the multiverse saga. But there's another villain perhaps in there, and that's MODOK. Apparently it was Yellow Jacket, Carrie Stoll's character, Yellow Jacket, MODOK. And now that's been yeah, we haven't seen MODOK in the trailer, but I can tell you it's already been spoiled that MODOK's in the movie, and I can tell you I can confirm that MODOK's in the movie because the Funko Pop is out for Ant-Man, and MODOK has a Funko Pop for Quantumania. So it's 100% confirmed that MODOK's in the movie. I promise you that. And maybe the Cardinal transformed him into MODOK, Yellowjack, or maybe Bill Murray did something to him, right? Right? I don't know. We'll see, but this movie is gonna kick off. This is gonna be the movie where Scott is gonna be like, "Yeah, we're gonna need to get the team together to fight this ultimate villain at the end of the multiverse saga. This guy's a threat." He fr he explains Kang explains his plan to Scott and so on. Oh, excuse me, I burped. I know I burped. Sorry. Okay. and that's only a month away. And yeah, I think this will probably go until next week after a second trailer. Number 2 is Guardians of the Galaxy 3. The f reps the final farewells to some of the members of the Guardians. Neb? I know Neb. I know Neb, yeah, what about Neb? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, man. Terrible. I would you know what? People like that need to be reported and have their Twitter taken down. I'm glad, he sent a message to Jeremy Renner. Well, I read Jeremy Renner's message on Instagram. Well, that's horrible. Fuck Neb. Fuck Neb. Oh, yes, Guardians 3 is my second most anticipated movie, right? You put that I guess you know what number 1 is, obviously, but we'll get to that. So, this movie I'm looking forward to because you know it's the end of the chapter for some of the Guardians. We don't know who, we can all speculate, like, Raccoon, maybe Rocket. I think Drax for sure. We don't really know, but it's gonna be such a heartfelt movie, really, because I feel like of all the groups out there in the Marvel stuff, even with the Avengers, you feel like the Avengers are not family at times, you know? They don't feel like a family at times. That's the problem. The problem I have with the I know. The problem with the Avengers, you don't feel like they had a family, they were like a family at times. But with the Guardians, they feel like they're a you can feel the family between them, the family dynamic between them. They're not family, but you can feel like how they are how they're together and stuff. How they're right, they feel like, yes, they get disagreements, but you feel like how much they care for each other. I feel like the Avengers don't have that kind of same don't feel the same. Maybe it's because it's how the directors wrote each group each group. What do you think? Yeah, so you see, the Avengers don't feel like a family dynamic, obvious to me. The Guardians do. Maybe that's why it's gonna be more heartfelt when the Guardians we don't know who's gonna die or just gonna leave, but when they break up, or some of them leave or die, you're gonna feel it more because they definitely James Gunn did a great job of building up a family dynamic between all the Guardians, even though even though Gamora is a different Gamora from 2014 because obviously Thanos had to sacrifice her for the Soul Stone, the one from 2019. So the one Gamora we're gonna see is the other one, right? But still, you still feel the you can and you definitely see it during the Christmas special. I know the Christmas special was mostly Drax and Mantis, but that was such a great relationship between the 2. I don't know, do you guys feel how the Guardians family dynamic, how they are connected, how they talk to each other, how they agree, really get each other better than the Avengers? I and we know how Evolution is gonna be the villain. That's confirmed. Same actor who played is it Merc from Peacemaker, right? Merc, right? Gotta be Peacemaker's almost a year old, right? My god, almost a year old. This movie is gonna be this is James Gunn's official last movie for Marvel, obviously, right? And so, because he's with DC now, but we'll see where we go from here with Guardians 3. This is gonna be I can't believe it, but wow. Feels like wow. It feels like a short time ago that movie just that show just came out. Amazing how time flies by. And number 1, the most hated movie by some people just because the poster looked apparently bad or whatever. The Flash. Now why is this my number 1? Pisses a lot of people off. No, I'm kidding. The reason this is my number 1 is because I've always been a big fan of Flash. We are getting Michael Keaton's Batman back. It's you get Ben Affleck in it. Yeah, I know Neb. It's gonna be fun as hell, man. Yeah, so what? May not lead to anything. It may have a controversial actor, Ezra Miller, but I think it'll still be a good movie. That doesn't take away anything as being a bad or good movie. If it has nothing to do with the future of DC, go get this film, treating it as a standalone film, okay? Let's go in this film. It's not like I ran into Black Adam. I treat Black Adam like a standalone film, okay? I ran Harley Quinn. I treated that like a standalone film too, right? Thank you, Blind Brill. Thank you. And this movie will make money, okay? It'll make more than Black Adam. It might make more Shazam. Flash is a much more popular character than these two. Hey, he might not be as popular as Batman, Superman, or Wonder Woman, but he's still popular, okay? Much more popular than like Black Adam and more popular than Shazam. And I know we're getting it last season of the TV show, but let's face it, CW. And from all test screening reports, apparently it's was received well. And you know what? It's not exactly Flashpoint. Why? Yeah, there's hate for this movie. We haven't seen anything from this movie. The only thing we saw video-wise, footage-wise, was from DC Fandom 2021. That was a year and 2 months ago. Now we're getting a trailer of Super Bowl, and you got here's the thing, Warner Bros. Must have confidence in the movie, spending their money to advertise their movie at the Super Bowl, okay? Hey, the movie might suck. There's some people who really have this mindset that the movie sucks already. And you know what? You know what those people are? There's people out there already like that, not just in the DC fandom group, not in the Snyder group, but Fandom Menace and other groups have that mindset. You're just gonna hate it right away. When you have a closed mind like that, you're never gonna enjoy anything. You go look, some things may not look good, right? From a promotional standpoint or trailer standpoint, but you always go to look go into a film with an open mind. Thank you, Arkham, you're right. Always go in watching a film with an open mind. Same with a TV show. Same with a video game. You could say it doesn't look good, but still go with open mind because you never know. You might not be enjoying it. But it does happen. People go with a closed mind and see his films, and sometimes they do have their mind changed. It does happen. But most of the time, the ones that do it for clout on YouTube do it for the attention, right? Right? Like the Phantom Menace have to do it, have to hate on stuff, despite maybe liking the stuff that they hate on, because that's their audience. Their audience here's the thing, audience come to people because they wanna see people hate on stuff. Like, they're very bored of people that like stuff, really. It's like the news. Bad stuff gets attention. So people like audience on YouTube like bad stuff. Yeah, exactly. And Blind Brill and Arkham, everybody else in this chat. How many times have we get burned by a good trailer and it was also in a bad movie? And how many times we get burned by a bad trailer that was also in a good movie? Doesn't that happen very often? Movies and TV shows can surprise some people. Yes. The problem is, this best saying is don't judge a book by its cover. We do judge a book by the cover. Hey, shut up, Nate. I know you're trolling there, but it's funny. He's trolling, Bon Bro. He's trolling. Nate troll. I like Nate. He's joking, Bon Bro. He's joking. You know what he hates this movie. You know what he wants this movie to fail? A certain scooper who's being called out a lot recently. The certain scooper is being called out a lot recently for making BS stuff up. I'm not gonna say you can say in the chat, but I think you know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Kikasi and Still Abdul. Not them. But this person really wants the Flash to fail. I'm telling you. You know what she call it? Okay, I said she, so you know who it is. But you know what she calls it, right? The Flash. Reddit Grace, yeah. Mhm. The Flash. Some people say that she does it to troll the SpiderVerse fans. I don't know if that's true. Remember Grace said a couple years like a year ago after the Snyder cut, "Oh, they might Justice League 2 might be possible, and Zack Snyder might come back." Do you remember that? Yeah, that's her. Yeah, that's who. Remember Grace tweeted that out? Well, yeah, Flash is my number 1 movie. So recap, guys. Yes, she is. So recap, my 9 movies are Craven's number 9, Blue Beetle's 8, Spider-Man is 7, Into the Spider-Verse, Shazam is 6, The Marvels is 5, Aquaman is 4, Ant-Man is 3, Guardians 3 is 2, and The Flash is number 1. Okay? And here's the funny thing is, everybody says we're getting close to the Fantastic Forecasting, and some by Comic-Con. Yeah, it better be by Comic-Con because they're gonna start filming that movie soon for 2025. If you wanna get out in February of 2025, they better announce the cast soon this year, right? This is the year they have to announce the cast for Fantastic Four. Otherwise, if they don't announce the cast for Fantastic Four this year, I would get worried, okay? Okay? I would be worried. I'd be concerned. Alright. I think that's my list for now, man. If you want, you could put in the comments below after the stream goes, after it ends. Put your top. You don't have to put 9. You don't have to put all the movies. You can put top 5. You can put top 3. You can put top 7. You can put top 10. Whatever you feel like. Because I don't want to make you do stuff. I'm not like, and yeah. And as you know, Blind Braille, he brought up an idea for me. This is like something. HBO, right? Last of Us comes out in 2 weeks. Well, a little bit less than 2 weeks. The 15th. Top Zero. The 15th. I might do a spoiler stream review with that with Blind Braille. But we may not do that on Saturdays. We might do that on Tuesdays, okay? For Last of Us, because the show comes on Sundays. I don't want a week, and I know you might watch it right away. So, because we in Canada we do get it on Crave TV, right, with HBO. So we might do it on the spoiler review streams on Tuesdays for Last of Us, and then for the other stuff, with Disney Plus shows, other HBO shows that come on Thursdays or Netflix shows, whatever, we'll go back to Saturday review that and movies. And if there's no show movie to review, Saturdays will be a general pop culture stream. And once again, just because I don't stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays does not mean there will not be a stream. There's possibly a stream will pop out on those days. Don't look for that, okay? Yeah. This is just your exception, right? For this is just your exception. All right, man. So I'm gonna end it here, guys. So once again, like, share, subscribe, comment below, an AWO Air Order, and I don't know what Vortex is. Whatever. I've been and yeah, thank you all for watching. Pretty good stream. I'm sorry I couldn't have anybody on. If it was a different other day, if it was like tomorrow, I would have people on, but I had to do this today. So take care, guys. And there might be something tomorrow, there might be something Friday, and there's definitely gonna be something Saturday, and there might be something Sunday. Who knows? Who knows, guys? Be on the lookout. Also, vote on my channel, vote on my Twitter about Thursday's wrestling stream if you're interested. Uh, I do have 3 votes. I really wanna do best movies with wrestling in it. I'm not talking about, like, the best wrestlers, AW for life, in movies. I'm talking about movies that involve wrestling. Like, for example, before I end it, for example, Fighting With My Family, Florence Pugh, The Wrestler, Nacho Libre, and other movies you could bring up that have wrestling. I don't know. Oh, Ready to Rumble, if you want. Rumble, you seen those movies? But a lot of people wanna see WCW versus WWE right now. Heck, we can even talk about Rocky 3 when that Hogan versus, Rocky Balboa. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Alright. Again, do all the stuff I said. Share, subscribe, and like. AWN is out. Take care, guys.